Instagram CEO just announced a major algorithm change that is going to make it way harder for you to grow on Instagram unless you adapt to the 5 changes I'm going to share with you in this video, because if you ignore these things, it's going to be harder than ever before to grow on Instagram. But if you simply adapt to these changes, it is easier than ever before to not only get more views, get more followers, but also to be able to make money from Instagram. In fact, I just helped this creator get over 150,000 followers, this creator over 400,000, this creator over 600,000, all because they adapted to these changes. Change number 1 is that Instagram is becoming hyper niche specific. What does this mean? That your content isn't just going to get shown to people that follow you. And it's not just going to get shown to people that interacted with you before. It is only going to get shown to people that have interacted with the type of content that you are uploading in the last 24 to 72 hours. So what does this mean? That you need to be hyper focused on what is actually working within your niche and what people are actually engaging with on Instagram. And I found a really easy way for you to be able to do this. Step number 1 is you need to create a list of 10 to 12 different competitors that you have on Instagram. They should be people that are uploading the same type of content than you. They can be smaller than you, they can be your same size, and they can be bigger than you. Secondly, you need to check that list every day in order to see what new content they have posted. Are they posting on different topics? Are they posting in different formats? Are they posting on different lengths? And what is actually getting them the most reach? And then third is you need to recreate whatever is working for them. I'm not telling you to copy them, but what I am telling you to do is chime in on the things that are clearly working. Because if you don't do this, you're gonna be ignoring exactly how the Instagram algorithm actually works right now. And as a result, it's gonna be harder than ever before to grow. But I promise you, if you implement those 3 steps, you're gonna get more views than you've ever gotten before. Because this is gonna make the Instagram algorithm not work against you, but instead work for you. Change number 2 is you need to be more SEO based on Instagram. I cannot emphasize this enough. Instagram literally just updated their app to update search, and this is gonna be huge if you take advantage of it. On top of that, they're rewarding creators with more views and with more followers that are able to rank for search. And here's what you need to do in order to rank for search. First and foremost, whatever keyword you're trying to rank for needs to show in your hook. Secondly, it needs to show as text on the screen. Third, it needs to show in your voiceover. Fourth, your keyword needs to also show in your bio and within your name. And then finally, you need to make sure that that keyword is showing up multiple times in the comments. And in terms of showing up in the comments, there are a few different ways that you could do this. One, you can use comment to DM automation to get them to comment the keyword that is relevant to that video. 2, you could comment back to people on your video and use that keyword in it. Or 3, you could try to spark up a conversation where people actually mention that keyword. And what this is going to do is help your video rank for search. And if you're able to rank for search on Instagram right now, you're gonna get views 24/7. You're gonna get more followers 24/7, and you're gonna have more brands reach out to you because you're able to reach a much more valuable audience. You need to understand something. People aren't going to Google to search for anything anymore. Instead, they're going to YouTube, they're going to TikTok, they're going to Instagram, they're going to things like ChatGPT, and that is a new way that people are finding information. If you're able to tap into that for the specific audience you're trying to reach, it is going to make you grow so much faster. Now I want to show you exactly what this looks like for Nick. And by the way, Nick was able to literally quit his 9-to-5 job after gaining just 20,000 followers on Instagram because of what I am about to share with you. Because it's not just that he got 20,000 followers, he was getting the right followers and the right people actually interested in his content. So first and foremost, he has credit score and he has credit show up in his description multiple times. Secondly, he has a bunch of different story highlights that also affect credit repair, credit cards, and stuff along the lines of that. Again, this is what his ideal audience is actually interested in. And then if we come down to his content, you will see that every single thing that he posts is about a credit card, is about fixing someone's credit, is about something related to finance. And if we come into all these posts, you're going to see that he has it as text on the screen and he's got these keywords showing up actually in the description of his videos. And then he has boost right here, and this gets a bunch of people to then comment, and then this actually shows that these people are trying to actually get this. In addition, if we come down, you'll see other comments where they're talking about cards. Again, talking about the keywords that he is trying to rank for. And then as a result, Instagram prioritizes his content over other people's content to that right audience, and it's allowed him to quit his full-time job, get more views, and ultimately get way more followers on Instagram. In fact, he gains almost 1,000 followers every single day. Now, change number 3 is you need to adapt how long you're actually making your posts, because there are 3 new lengths that you need to be making your content on Instagram, and it's going to make them increase the reach that you get. Because if you post content in the wrong length, Instagram is going to classify your content incorrectly and they're going to show it to the wrong people. But before we get into that, I need to make sure that you're staying up to date on the latest AI tools, the latest trends, and the latest tactics that people are using to stay ahead and grow faster on social media in 2025. And lucky for you, HubSpot made a free resource that you can get at the pinned comment below that is literally going to help you do this and so much more. My favorite part about the 2025 State of Marketing report that HubSpot just released is that it's going to walk you through the biggest trends, tools, and shifts that you need to be aware of in 2025 in order to maximize your growth on social media. And my favorite part about this report is where they talk about exactly what platforms are working and what type of content on those platforms is working, because I think this is going to shock you. I was personally incredibly surprised when I saw what platforms were doing the best and what content on those platforms are doing the best, because it isn't what people are typically talking about. So what are you waiting for? If you want to stay up to date on the latest trends, the latest tools, the latest strategies, so you can grow faster on social media in 2025, go to that pinned comment below, because I partnered with HubSpot to bring you this resource. And like I said, it's literally 100% free. Just go to that pinned comment below to grab it now. Okay, so there are 3 main lengths of content that are working best right now, and whether or not you use one of these lengths is going to drastically change depending on what kind of content you're actually uploading. So the first length that is working really well right now is going to be 5 to 7 seconds long. And if you make a 5 to 7 second video, you want to make sure that it is a meme like this video, like this video, like this video, like for this video, like this video, or like this video. And the reason that you want these to be 5 to 7 seconds long is because it should get the point across to people immediately. And again, that's just 5 to 7 second videos. If you wanted to create a little bit longer of a video, you would want to do something like this, which is a talking head format video. And you would want to keep this to 17 to 24 seconds, because the last thing that you want is for you to be rambling on, sitting there talking to the camera. That is not what people want to see on Instagram. People want information in really short bites, like looking at a meme that's going to make them laugh or that's going to get the point across to them immediately. Or if you're doing more of a talking head piece of content, they want it to be 17 to 24 seconds so that they don't get too bored, and this forces you to actually give them the information as quickly as possible. And then that final type of content you could do is something like what Tuvok is doing right here, which is really going to be more storytelling based content. This could be a day in the life. This could be a get ready with me. Something that's going to be a little bit longer, and ideally you want to make these posts 50 to 60 seconds long. So if we scroll down right here, we'll see this video got 4.9 million views, and if we click on it, we'll see that it's rating strangers' shots. And over again, he gets strangers to shoot a basketball in order to see whether or not they're able to get it in. Now, this is going to keep building and building and building, and then at the end, there's a big reveal where the person wins something. Now, if your content isn't like that, it's not very storytelling based, then please do not make it 50 to 60 seconds long. And as a reminder, the 3 best lengths right now are going to be 5 to 7 seconds long, really short content, 17 to 24 seconds long, and 50 to 60 seconds long. Now, change number 4 is you need to make sure that you are using the features that Instagram is actually pushing out right now. And there are 4 different features you need to make sure you're doing. The first one are going to be remix memes. If you don't know how to do this, literally type your niche into the Instagram search bar and then put meme. So put in fitness meme or marketing meme or gambling meme. Whatever kind of content you are uploading, put that in there. You're going to see a bunch of memes pop up. You want to find memes that have gotten more than 1 million views. You want to click in the bottom right hand corner, those 3 dots, and then click remix and remix that meme. This is the easiest way to go viral on Instagram right now. And if you aren't doing this at least 1 time a day, you are going to get left behind. The second feature you need to make sure you're taking advantage of is going to be trial reels. Ideally, you should be doing 1 trial reel every day. And you should be using this to do one of 2 things. Either 1, to repost your best performing content because only non-followers are going to see trial reels, and this can help skyrocket the followers that you get. Or secondly, you could test out new things. Maybe you're stuck on a hook, or you're stuck on a length, or you're stuck on a format for what you should be posting. Post 1 version to your actual feed, post another one to a trial reel, and you'll be able to see which one of them is going to do better. Now, there are a few different rules that you want to make sure you're following when it comes to trial reels. First and foremost, you want to make sure that if Instagram tells you your trial reel is performing good, you should set it live because this increases the odds that your post is going to go viral. Secondly, you want to make sure that when you post a trial reel that you are comparing it to other trial reels, not to a public video, because if you compare it to a public video, you're not taking into consideration the fact that trial reels only get shown to non-followers, so those views are actually way more valuable than just a bunch of followers seeing your content. The third type of content you need to make sure you're making is going to be green screen content. This is going to allow you to take advantage of viral videos. It's going to allow you to take advantage of famous people, of big brands, of whatever is being talked about in your niche, and I cannot emphasize this enough. Doing green screen videos is going to help increase your reach. It's going to make your content way more relevant for your ideal viewer, and it's going to help you grow faster. And then that final type of content you need to make sure you're doing is going to be reaction-based content. This is going to be when you take the hook to somebody else's video, you dispute what they're saying, you agree with what they're saying, or you react to it and make people laugh. These videos go viral like crazy because you're taking a hook that's already gone viral before on Instagram and then you're adding to it. And I cannot emphasize this enough. You should be doing this at least a few times a week. It's going to make you a way better creator because it's going to allow you to actually study and figure out what hooks are working and then tie your 2 cents to it. Now, change number 5, which I kind of touched on earlier in this video, but I really want to emphasize, is that comments matter more than ever before with this current Instagram algorithm. And again, there are several different ways you could take advantage of the comments that you get on your videos. The first thing you could do is reply to old comments on your content. This is going to get people to come back to your page on Instagram, and it's going to make Instagram think that they like your content. So then your new content is going to get shown to them, and your old content is going to get shown to them. Secondly, ideally you should respond to every comment that you get on Instagram. If you get way too many comments, then just respond when you first post something on Instagram or right after you post something on Instagram because it's going to increase the reach that you get. Third, you need to make sure whatever juicy comments you get, they could be in a really good way, in a really bad way, but they need to be provocative, that you are responding to them with videos. This is one of the easiest ways in order to double down on a topic that is working. And then finally, using comment to DM automation is the #1 way right now to make money on Instagram. If you don't know what this is, it's when people get you to comment a certain keyword and then they send you a link either to a free resource and then hit you with email marketing, or they send you just directly to whatever they're trying to sell you. Now at this point, there's only one of 2 reasons that you're not getting the growth that you want to on Instagram right now. Either 1, you haven't implemented everything I just shared with you in this video, or 2, you're just still struggling and don't know what to do. And if that's you, I personally want to help you. In fact, I want to make growing on Instagram easy for you. I want to tell you exactly when to post, what hashtags to use, what you're doing wrong in your content so you can skyrocket your growth the same way I just helped this creator grow, and this creator grow. If that sounds interesting, well please, check out this video right here that walks you through the 3 different ways I can help you grow on Instagram, guaranteed, and we can work together one-on-one. I'll see you over there.